Coach, as you know, being over in Orlando, still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The first carry now, this is Alvin Kamara. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. A gain there of 21 yards. He has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
Throwing on first down, King. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Latavius Murray, touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry for Samaje Perine, and he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Play fake. Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. From the gun, Winston. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There's a hush indeed. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Open man is Higgins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down.
Saints.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. King operating from the gun. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Following the interception, Winston. He finds Pirine out of the backfield. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Winston. This one complete to Scott Miller. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Play action now. Winston. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, stop. Switch. 22, check. Over. 22, check.
Here's Pirine. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Danny. Easy. Hey, you don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, let me go.
Jameis to throw it. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do?
Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. Lutt's good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutt's to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically
that's caught at the 25. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. And even 50 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Check.
Now a give, right side. Turner. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Saints' 24-yard line.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Flag, what is this, man? 56. Come on. One day. Screen. Watch the screen. Let me go.
On 2nd and 9. Winston. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Got his man on the comebacker. That's Black. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Working out of the gun, Winston. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Easy. Ready? Easy. 56, right there. 56. Oh, yeah. And here we go.
Now Pirine. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Winston looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. He's at the 40, the 30, 10, and he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and which you also have to guard it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. Thomas, the intended target.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Kamara. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Come on. Mark 55. Mark 55. Let's go, D.
2nd and 3. He gets it to Thomas. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Set, hut. 60 outlaw.
On first down, Landry. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Watch the run. Check.
Back to throw. King toward the pylon, caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
Lutz with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Come on, let's go. Let's keep bringing it. Let's go.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Now on 2nd and 13, Winston. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Again, it's Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I'll just figure there's something wrong with the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Night, sweetheart. Let's go.
Jameis again. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. To the air again with Winston. He completes it to Evans. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Winston, the offense, with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive.
He's checking. Crash. Watch 36.
They'll run it here with P-Ryan. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Back. Follow. Here we go.
Winston now. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You got it, son. Check 52. Let's go. Come on. Check. Let it go.
Now King to throw again. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 18. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning them into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
First down, Winston. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
For O.J. Howard, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and
10.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Winston. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20. And the Buccaneers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Jameis now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Winston. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
In the end zone. It's 2nd down and 10.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it then. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check, crunch. Green, come with me.
To throw is Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Wait. Watch 36 to Mike. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Slam. Check 15.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Winston. And this is caught by Evans. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throwing, Winston. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Quick pass out to Miller. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Wait. Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe, defense. Hey, watch 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
To throw, Winston. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Check.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. They'll throw again. Winston. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long.
Hey, thumb. I got you, boy.
They just do get the play off. Now Winston. And that is incomplete.
We're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Here's King. Off the play fake. Airing it out deep for Smith. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw is King. From the gun, he'll throw. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. King. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll run on 1st down. Landry. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Second and 6. This pass complete to Higgins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 28.
1st down, Saints.
King now, throwing on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14.
Hey, let's go.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready? Black, squeeze, double. 5-0.
On 1st and 10, Winston. He's got the hook up to Miller. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Winston. And he's got Miller. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Winston. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. The Bucs go for it. It's Winston. And it is incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. On 1st down, Landry. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. King. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 5. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a carry for Pirine. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Ready. Flag 22.
Check tight, check tight, check tight.
Wait.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They go play action. Winston going up top for Miller. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Von Bell. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Ready. Watch 49. Watch the run. 49, guys. Mike.
They'll run on 1st down. Landry. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll keep it on the ground. Landry looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Here's Murray. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here comes the Saints punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Wait.
Now they try the right side here. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 24-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Winston. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
I'm coming out.
Green, triple thing.
To you. I'm coming out to you. Switch.
Now Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 24.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes. Get out of there.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.